Howdy YouTube. Today I am going to build myself a 3-point trailer mover for my tractor. I have a 1370 case which hasn't made an appearance in a video in a while. But the reason I'm making this is, well, multiple reasons, but the biggest reason I'm making this is we bought a shipping container and I want to set it in my backyard and I kind of have limited space. And moving the shipping container with my welding truck, a farm tractor is better for moving things in tight spaces than a big old truck, right? All right. At this point, maybe you can see on the computer over here that I have the plans almost complete. The only thing I don't have is from the vertical mast on the trailer mover, the gussets that come down to the horizontal piece. I want to see this thing in person so I can kind of get an idea of how big those gussets actually need to be. So the first thing I'm going to do is grab my piece of 4-inch square tubing, and we're going to cut that down into the two pieces, the horizontal piece and the vertical piece, called a mast, I guess. And once those two pieces are cut out, we're going to jump on the plasma table and I think cut out every other single piece on the plasma table. This is largely a CNC plasma table project, which is really nice. Let's just get a quick little visual of this thing. Spider webs in there. So, how close is that to square anyway? Oh, it's actually close. Nice. Alright, next I'm going to hop over to the plasma table and we're going to cut the plate out that goes up here on top. It'll be 1-inch thick plate that the goose ball will mount to. I thought about trying to put the goose ball in the plate like a lot of them do, but I decided that's just really just nonsense. So just having it back here will work very well for me. Yeah. Also, that'll make it a lot easier for me to take this ball off if I want to use it on something else in the future, like something else. Good example, wasn't it? I'm gonna try lifting this. Oh, that ain't too bad. Oh, it's bad enough. Okay, so this mount, which I haven't drilled a hole in, and I need to fix the bad start that I had there. It will go up here, like so. And the ball will sit up here. Got that right? And these two plates, ears, will go back here. Like so for the top link of the tractor. Well, Go up flush like that. There we go. Go like that. So, getting the idea of what we're doing so far? Good. All right. Let's get back to cutting. A little on the warm side yet. These will actually go in under here. Well, I guess I can show you out here. That's where it's going to go. Be one there. It looks good. And of course, another one there. One down at that end. One there. So be 4 of these total. The bottom arms of the 3-point will slide in there. Pin in place. Next, I'm cutting out all the pieces for the receiver hitch. I am cutting this out a 1/2-inch plate, which is absolute overkill. But this plate is already sitting on the table, and honestly, nothing too strong ever broke, right? I'll probably have to clean these up a little bit, because I really doubt they'll fit with the dross, and you know, plasma cut isn't quite perfectly straight. There's always a little taper to it, but what am I doing? Alright. Yeah, that fits pretty good. Like that. Right. And then the receiver hitch will fit in here. It's getting very hot. And then the pin will go through. Okay, that's hot. I gotta quit messing with it. Alright, I got everything cut out right now. Except for the gussets, which are a question mark at this point in time. Don't know what I'm gonna do on that yet. Still don't. So I'm gonna call it a night. It's only 7 o'clock, kind of early, but I've got a long day tomorrow of other stuff I gotta go do, and a long day the next day after that. So the next 2 days are gonna be really, really long days for me. So quit, and yeah, we'll start welding this together 3 days from now, which for you will be right after this amazing dissolve. I'm actually debating about where to start on this project. Oh, I know where I need to start. Okay. I need to start at the receiver hitch. So I can put the receiver hitch on, and then I think I could put these things on, and then I could put the mast on. So, alright, that's the way we're gonna go. Clunk. Okay, apparently I need something to build around. Now I gotta make sure I leave some wiggle in there. So, I'm gonna stick some freight banding, lashing, strapping, what do you call that stuff? Whatever, you know what it is. I just showed you here. Okay. Basically what I'm going to do first is just go through and tack weld everything, then we'll come back and weld everything solid. Now when you're making multiple mounts in a row like this, and you've already got the holes drilled in them, the best way to do this is do your two inside ones first, put a shaft through it, and do your outer ears. Before I get too far on building more of this, I'm going to take this out to my tractor and make sure the spacing is right and the arms fit and everything. I just got a couple scrap pieces of 1 1/4" outside diameter tubing here for pins. So let's get this lifted up and go set it on my 3-point. Up here. Sweet. It's pretty good handles having them in there. That's nice. Height. Yeah. So if I go like that, and then I can set that up there. So what's the distance supposed to be? It's 21. And you are 21? How the heck did I do that? I nailed it. That was a complete accident. If I weld all of this solid right now, this bottom square tubing will bend up a lot. It'll bow like a banana if I just take off and weld all the way around there. So I want to wait until I get my gussets that go from the top of this mast down to the side. I need to put these cross braces in first before I weld this all up. Help keep it from bowing as much as possible. Next, I think I'm going to see about working on the mount for up here. So I need to hop over to the mill real quick and finish drilling that hole in that mount. Okay, so these ears are going to go up here for the top link of the 3-point. So you're probably not going to see much of this, but I'm going to clamp a piece of strap iron to the side here. Use another piece of strap iron as a spacer in there. Make sure that ear is flush with the top. And I'm going to clamp that ear on. I got 2 1-inch spacers I'm going to set in there. Take the other ear, stick it on there. Okay. Get rid of all the clamping. noises. I think the only thing left to do is figure out my gussets for here. And the reason I didn't draw those ahead of time is because I didn't know what I had for scrap metal laying around. But I got a piece of 10 gauge laying over here, so I'm gonna go see if I can come up with a design that fits on that piece of 10 gauge and works and looks good in here. So I'm gonna go sit down at the computer for a while, do some drawing, and we'll come back and cut out these gussets and get the molding did. What do you think of that? Can you read that? Wide Vision Pollinator 3000. No idea if you can see that. I just ran this corner pass with 7018. A little bit hot. As you can see, I got some undercutting going on there in the end. Kind of ran away from me, so I had to really backpedal on that. But, I mean, that's a darn good bead, if you ask me. Especially considering the size of this little tiny machine, right? Like, this machine is capable of welding. I just ran that bead to 7018. Look at that. That's beautiful. I mean, look at that. Okay, we just got the holder on fire. That thing it is hot. It can't handle that many amps for that long. Not surprised. It's definitely a cheap holder. Don't all welders come with cheap holders these days. And it got me to thinking about the welder itself and how hot it's getting, but this air coming out is absolutely cool. So I'm going to grab my infrared thermometer here and let's see. Warming up there. Yeah, barely. Yeah, I mean, done a lot of welding at this point, and we're up to 85, 86 degrees the highest point on this welder. This thing will run like a champ. All right, I switched my electrode holder. This is a something. I don't see a brand name anywhere on it. This is the one I carry on my welding truck. So it's pretty good, heavy duty one. I got a really long lead on it. I don't know what that is. I want to say it's 35 or 40 feet. So long ways to go for this little welder, maybe, or maybe it won't even notice. So anyway, switching to this electrode holder. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Let's get back at it. Alright, next I'm going to weld these corners in here. And at this point, this thing shouldn't bend up like a banana when I do that. It's pretty fancy looking. Very happy with it. All right, let's go back up to the container and see if this thing will even work.